Hi all, very good morning and happy new year to all. So today we are going to see about reversing a linked list and print it. Okay, so let's see this. I have already tried it and failed miserably. So let me take you in that journey. Okay. Hmm. So this problem states that there will be a test case given and the size of the linked list, and we have to reverse that linked list. Like, okay, see here, 3 is the number of test cases, so there will be 3 lists in here, and 5 is the size of the first linked list. 1 2 3 4 5. So these 5 are the elements of the first linked list and 3 is the size of the second linked list. So that 1, 2, 3. These 3 are the elements of the second linked list, and 5 is again the size of the third linked list, and these 5 are the elements of the third linked list, and that's it, because we have only 3 test cases, which means only 3 linked lists will be there. Okay. So since this is the first linked list, we should print it in reverse, like 5 2 4 12 16, 5 2 4 12 16, like that. Okay, like that we should do the same for the remaining 2 linked lists. So let's get into it and see how we are going to do it. Let's see my approach. So yeah, the head is passed into this method, and we should not return anything in this method because the return type is void in here, so we should directly print it. Okay. So the head node passed is the head is always the first node of the linked list. Here for first linked list the head is 16. For second linked list the head is 7. For third linked list the head is 5. Let's check if it is right or wrong. Data. We should not just print head because head represents a node, and head dot data only will print the data inside the head. Okay, yeah, it definitely fails. Okay, yeah, 1675. Okay, we have the head here, so let's reverse it then. Now no need of this line. So while head is not equal to null, so let's copy this type. Oh fuck, what the fuck did I do? Okay, yeah. So array. Okay, yeah, let's get into this now. Then we should copy this type, control C. Okay, so we are just putting it in another node, and from here we will iterate through it, like is not previous equal to null. Okay, let's keep it as current. It would be more understandable then. Okay, while if you are going to give while current is not equal to null, then there is no need for head is not equal to null, because we are assigning head to the current, right? So you will check it here. So what you are going to do here is, let's do a little changeover. If head equals null, then what we are going to do is return head. Okay, else we will come to this point. Else we will copy the head to the current node, and we will declare a new node called previous, and inside the previous we will assign null. There won't be anything. And okay, inside the while loop, node equal to current dot next. Okay, we are giving this because we will use it afterwards at the end of this program for a reference. Okay, because we will edit the current node. So if we edit the current node, then we can't get the next node of the current node, right? So before editing the current node, we are getting the value of the next node of the current node. Okay, so after this, let's swap the elements. Current dot next equals previous. So we are assigning previous element to the current dot next element. Okay. So what else are we going to do after assigning that? So after assigning next element to the previous one, we will assign previous to the current. So now we will assign current. We will iterate the current now. Okay, the current value would be iterated to the next element, so that I think this would do. Let's check if it works or not. Just a moment. Hope it works. Exactly. Return head. Where did I return head? Okay, yeah. Since this is while, we should not return return anything, right? So we should not return here. Okay, 5 9 13, when the expected elements are 5 to 4. So what are 9 13? 5 is printed, 5. Okay, why is 9 printed? 2 3 4 5 9 1 2 3 13 5 9 13. So what is wrong? What did I do wrong? I mean the head nodes are 16, 15, 7 and 5. The printer elements are 5, 9 and 13. So I don't know what I did wrong. So let's dig into it. logic and check whether it is right or wrong. Hmm. So we declared a new current node and we copied the head to the current, and we also declared a previous node and we assign it as null. And inside the loop, while loop, we are checking if it is not, if the current is null or not. If it is not null, then we will continue these steps where the current node, the next node of the current is assigned to the new node called next underscore nd. We are doing this because we need the next node to assign to the current node, because we need to iterate to the the nodes one by one, so that if we change the current value in any of the steps before, then we don't have the actual value of the current node, so it would be impossible to iterate over the list. So only we are taking a reference while entering into the while loop. So only this line. So this current dot next equal to preview. Yes. Okay, what we are doing here is 1 2 3. The list is 1 2 3. We are assigning, if the current node is 2, let's assume the current node is 2, so the previous node would be 1. So the current node dot next, which means 3, in place of 3 we are assigning 1. Okay, so the list 1 2 3 now becomes 1 2 3 now becomes 1 2 1. Okay, now previous, now we are assigning the previous element to the current, which means the previous element was 1, right? So we are assigning 2 to it. P equals 2 now. So the current element, we are now iterating over the list. The current element comes to position 3. See now, the first one went to last, and the 2 came front, and if we repeat this process, 1 2 3 will become 3 to 1. You can see that. Okay, I think the logic is correct. Then what is wrong? If I stuck in a simple program like this for this much time, then I'll be definitely doomed. I can't even get placed in a simple company. I mean, by simple company, I'm saying a very small company. I can't even become a coder then. What is wrong in this? Everything would be previous, right? Should I need to? Okay, let's try like this then. Okay, let's see what is happening here. So this is reference, right? No need to print reference. Let's run this now. Yeah, null pointer exception. Okay, so I try to print a node here, so only I'm getting like this. And null pointer exception, I'm going out of the list. Where I'm going out of the list, I should see. This is the one So I got output like this because I tried to print a node preview directly. So just now I gave data, it won't appear like this. So somewhere around here I am going out of the list. I should find it out where. Okay, 73. Okay, yeah, it's printing now. 73, which line? 73, this one. Inside this one. Okay, let's try this. If the next element, so it will iterate until the last before element. Yeah, I definitely got the wrong answer, but let's check where it goes from. 16, 12, 12, 4, 2, 2, 5, 7. So let's remove the duplicates. 16, 12, 4, 2, 5, 7. 16, 12, 4, 2, 5, 3. Okay. We are just printing directly the linked list. But what happened here is it is printing twice. Okay, but what we should do is reverse the linked list. So if we get a question like duplicate an element, this is the code, guys. Make use of it. But how to reverse a linked list? That's what I'm trying. Earlier I even tried to reverse a linked list and it even worked. I used the same logic over there. Okay, let's see that then. What we did there. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So this method is of type singly linked list node. So we should return a list node. So for that, let's copy this. Control C. Okay, so from now we should use only current as the reference. We should not touch head so that it will remain unchanged. Okay, now let's give previous sets are so while current is not equals to null, then so we are taking the reference here. Next node should be current dot next. So current, we are changing the value of current dot next here and assigning it to the previous one so that it will change. So the previous element will be assigned to the current element, and now for previous we will change the previous now. Okay, so now we will change the current one to the next one. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, yeah, I think this works. Yeah, this works fine, right? This logic, I think the logic is correct, but I applied the same logic over here. So why is it not working here? Here previous only returned. Okay. Let's try printing previous in each step. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, expected output 5431. Debug output. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. It's not printing in here. The pointers only changed. So the fuck is wrong? I'm directly printing it, yeah. So what? How to change? How to reverse it now? No idea. If it is a list, if it is a array, it would be easier. Shit. No idea how to reverse it. Okay then. So I'm just printing it directly. Well then. So in list we can't point to previous, like we point to the next. We can say dot next off, but we can't say dot previous off. We are using previous here because it's just a node. We are declaring it as a node. But how to say, yeah, this one we can't use previous like this dot next, because if we use dot next, current dot next, it will point to the next element. But if we point to current dot prev, I mean if we don't give like this, it will point, it won't point to the previous element. Okay, even if we give this also, it won't point to the previous element. So we can't point in opposite direction. We can point list in only one direction, only in forward direction. So we can't point to the list in reverse direction. So what we should do now is how to do it. I think I know something. Since we are passing okay. Let's try this, because we are passing 3 head, right? So if the head is returned, I mean if we reach until the next list, we should run this. Even in this position, in this condition, it will print in normal only, I mean without reversing. I think we got no. Okay, great. It didn't even went into the slope. Okay, how can it? Current dot next. I did a mistake. Current not equal to current dot next. Will okay, null pointer exception. What if that is 6 12 4 2 5 6 and AR, it's not reversing. Shit, man. Condition is a bit ugly. What is the condition? If head is equals null, return. Okay, but since it is a void method, we should not return anything, right? Can we use that? This is void method. Okay, I use the same. Okay, I'll try to return something. Let's go. Let's check if it works or not. Okay, I should get an error here. Okay, it's showing null point error only, which we got earlier. Let's check into it once again whether it's in the return is, we are now checking if this return is showing error because or not, because since the return type is void here, we should not return anything, so we are just using return. Yeah, I think it will work. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, I am dumb enough to understand even return conditions. Okay, now we understood how to return values in void conditions. So reverse print, I think reverse print is a method name. Okay, let's see what it is. Reverse small r, but they are using capital R, right? So it's something else. Did they declare any other methods? Okay, expand it. No, there is no other methods in here. We should only code for it. You could do it recursively, which is a lot neater. Sorry, I don't know recursion. I mean, I know theory what is meant by recursion, but I don't know how to implement it. I am very bad at implementing recursion. You can all I mean, you might have already seen how bad coder I am already. So let's go with the simpler solution. Okay, what is reverse print? Yeah, shit. Yeah, this is reverse print, but they are using some other. Okay, let me try this. What happened? Okay. Yeah, cannot find symbol. Yeah, because they have already had a method called reverse print, but they are not printing that method. How can I get output for this? Yeah, this is the actual one. Reverse print hit dot data. Okay, what they are doing is he is checking for null condition. Else, yes, reverse print. He is passing the next element into this and printing data of that. Okay, I don't think it would work, but let's give it a try. Yeah, okay, a bracket is required. Okay, extra. Is this code that much simple? Am I that much dumb? Okay, what he is doing is he is checking for a null condition. If it is not null, he is passing the next to this this method, and he is just printing that. I mean, okay, wait, I have a doubt now. Okay, let's open okay, 3.5. Okay, and this is the size, and 1 2 3 4 5, these are the elements of the linked list. So what he is doing here is so 5 is passed into the 5 won't be passed into to the method, only head will be paused. Head is the first node of the linked list. So 16 would be paused. He is checking if 16 dot next is not equal to null. Okay, which means 16. If 12 is, if we have 12 there, then he is again passing that to this list. I mean to this method. Okay, and he is printing that data of that node. Then 12 would be printed directly. How would it be reversed? I didn't understand anything. They are just directly printing it. How would it be reversed? That is my question. Let's check. Is this much simple? Fuck, I'm very dumb, I think. Congratulations, not for me. Okay, enough. I am ashamed. I am embarrassed already.